Yo, what up, YouTube? What up? I don't think we can. Okay, I can't change the angle or of the shot to wide lens. I don't know why they removed that option for some reason. Wait for a few of y'all to come on in, man. What did I order now? What did I order now? Thank you. Wait for a few people to come in. Who we got? Who we got? Put you guys down for 2 seconds. I'm right here, though. Who we got? Drop some comments, fellas. Let me know who's creeping in my window. We got more deliveries?
Amazon.
Okay. Wait for a few people to come in, man, and then we'll get started here. Wait for a few people to come in. Yo, Jeff, what up, bro? What up, what up? The Amazon delivery, I wonder what the hell it is. Is it for me? Yep, for me, and yep, for me. Oh, I know what it is. All right. Much needed consumables to consume. Who else we got? I'll wait for a few more people, man. Wait for a few people here. We got a couple more channel members since yesterday. Appreciate everybody that joined. Appreciate everybody that joined. Who else we got? Well, Jeff, I'll give you a little peek, bro, before other people get here. Come on, turn around. So I'm just getting all my stuff laid out and prepped. Laid out, prepped, and labeled and organized. Ready to go. Got the frame in. Went and picked this up today. Slapping my blueline-decals.com graphics where they go. I had to spin that one a little bit up the tube, though, obviously, because of the gusset kit. Threw my skid plate on with all brand new OEM rubbers and new bolts. And this way the bottom of the frame doesn't get scratched. You did that with yours two years ago? Yeah, man. Yeah, it gets, everything's brand new, Jeff. Anything that I could get, OEM, is brand new. Anything I couldn't get is either refurbished, recoated, re-zinc plated, all that good stuff, man. It's going to be a very, very nice bike for whoever ends up with this one, whoever wants to buy it. Just ain't going to be cheap, though, Jeff. I'm sure you know how much money goes into some of these things, man. It gets a little, it's a little astronomical. Yeah. This bike was, yeah, it pretty much looked like this when I got it. If I could turn the damn camera around, it looked like this 200X when I got that thing, man. This is an 85. Yeah, I'm not even gonna read that. Read your message there, bud. Mr. Like Pinto Beans. We wanna. I didn't make this. This video is not for kids, sir. So, yo, what up, Dave? What up? Got a few people here now, man. I am getting set up, bro. Getting set up here. Getting everything all laid out and ready to go. I figured I'd go live with you guys. And, you know, we'll start putting some of the rubbers on there. I want to get all my bolts, you know, situated, which I didn't even open yet. And I figured instead of me just doing this, let me go live and you guys can be here with me. So, I'm going to have you carefully read the comments to me, because we have some like very immature people, like this one here. Don't read that out loud.
Okay.
So, you know, just read it first, and then, you know, if it doesn't make sense, obviously don't read it.
Right,
I made this for not for kids, but apparently we got 3-year-olds in the chat. Yeah, I'm a smart ass, so if you want to drop shit like that, I will talk shit back to you. Alright, so, guys, I just want to start.
David said, I'll mod for you, Matt.
Hey, what?
I'll mod for you, Matt.
Yes, thank you, sir. Please moderate. You know how it is, bro. Some people, I feel bad for people like that. They obviously have no life. You know what I mean? It's sad. You'll get laid one day, bud. Don't worry. Anyway.
Bruce's powder sport coating said, put it together. Will it run vid?
No, I don't plan on this one running at all. Yeah, no, it'll run great. But you want to point the camera?
Yeah, sorry.
That might help. Watch where you're walking too. You scratch something, I'm gonna be a little bit more than upset. You know?
David said, and his hand don't count. LOL, ha ha ha.
Yes, no, Pamela or Ristina does not count, fellas. Pamela and Ristina do not count, alright? Nice try, though. All that thought it took to type that out. Probably, you might be a little tired. You might need a nap now, so it's alright. We'll be here when you wake back up. But, anyway. These are a pain in the butt to get in, but they gotta be there. So who else is going to the trike event? Who else is going? All right, this is like my my favorite part.
Oh, sorry.
This is my favorite part of putting something together, man. It's like really starting to see stuff come into play. If you guys weren't here, we got our bluelinedecals.com stickers on the bike. And watch where you're pointing at.
I'm sorry, I was reading the comments. Okay. Jack Weir said, what up?
Pay attention to what the camera at, all right?
Sorry.
So this is part of my my favorite part on these things, man. Just getting all this stuff put where it goes and everything. We'll see what other bushings we got here. Where did I put my scissors? I don't need them. Alright. So some of these bushings on the 350X are the same as other bikes, but like these for the tank, these are specific to the 350X. So we have the little short stubby one. I guess you could cut one from like a 400X seat bracket. So, as far as I know, only to the 350X.
Powder sport coating said, best way to put the motor in 350F down. Drop the frame onto the motor. But good luck.
Yeah, sideways, right? Like on the ground.
David said, where is it? Jack Weir said, what up? Jeff Mahar said, like putting together a puzzle.
Yes, this is definitely Legos for adults, man. This is definitely Legos for adults. That's for damn sure.
David said, hit the like, thanks.
Yes, please, fellas, hit that like. Unless you're like that dude with the stupid comments. These are obviously shared across the board with multiple different Hondas, 400EX, all that.
Mike Wisher said, what's up?
Yo, what up, Mike? What up, bro?
Bruce said, yeah, put the motor sideways on a bucket and drop the frame, bolt it up, and good to go.
Yeah, that might work. I was thinking about using my cherry picker, like through the frame here, but I'll get it in there. Obviously, you get your lower. I was thinking about going for the lower bolt first. Obviously, then I can tilt it to where I need to. I have most of the motor mount bolts brand new, but there's some you can't get, like this long bolt that goes here. This one's like 25 millimeters shorter than the top motor mount bolt on a 400EX. Actually, I'll show you guys the difference. Wait right there. So the top, or that motor mount bolt, it gets 2 aluminum spacers on it. So this is a 400EX top motor mount bolt. This one here, it goes under the gas tank, and it gets these two spacers on it. The rocker covers right here. It's the same diameter as that bolt, but it's that much longer than the 350X one. So I guess if you were like really hard up, you could cut this down, rethread it, and then have it zinced. So I mean, there is options, like if you get a little creative. Obviously, the 400X one has like the Honda bolt head on it with the dish. The 350X comes with the 10 bolt. So this is what it is, but I mean, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Yes, Mike, there's a lathe right there.
Yes, yes. The lathe for what?
And David said, did you actually mean to color match with the bike today? I'm digging it.
Did I do the what?
Color match.
This is mirror red. So not passion red. I think that they're very close. They're very close. The passion and the mirror red are like really close. And they did give me an extra pound of this powder because I still have to do. If you guys watch the series where I was putting a video out every day, I have 2 sets of motor mounts. So I took my junkier set and I powder coated them polished aluminum like this here for a backup. Because when the frame got dropped off, it was like a spur of the moment thing. And I forgot to bring the motor mount plates. I forgot to bring the taillight bracket with me, which I have a couple of as well. So now I can make those match with the better set that I have. But I'll be honest with you guys, I'm bringing quite a few bikes to Preston's event. I'll be happy with this bike in a roller. I'll be happy with just that. And I think it might even be cooler. Everybody can see every nook and cranny of it. You know what I mean? So obviously, if I can finish the whole thing, great. But I'm not going to drive myself nuts. And I don't want to half-ass this bike. I have a lot of money in this bike, guys. There's a lot of money in this bike, man. More than you would think is in this bike.
Mike said, make your own bolts. And David said, talking about your clothes, LOL.
What about them?
Your clothes, the color.
Oh, hey, man. It is what it is. You know? I'm sorry I'm not out here getting greasy in Armani, all right? Please, please, fellas. You know? Join the channel members board. I'll do it. Start getting some money coming in, man. These are little, these don't go on yet, but these are the little breather tubes. One goes on the bottom of the airbox, and then this one goes on that Christmas tree of breather tubes that goes on the 350X. So those won't go on yet. These are the 2 rubbers that go under the plastics where the seat goes. They sit on top of the frame there by that other emission sticker. These go into the fenders. So these won't go on yet. These aren't ready yet. This rubber here is this one here is for the rear shock reservoir. This is what the banjo bolt on the resi, this bolt here, sits in this rubber, and this slides into the frame over here. It's crazy, man. Like, if you guys ever disassemble something and you're like, damn, dude, I don't remember all this shit goes. Once you start building it, it all comes back to you. It's like, it's weird. It's stressful, but you start remembering where stuff goes, man. That other rubber goes where the taillight bracket goes, or this one is for the, right here. This is where the airbox bolts to. And if I can get this in here without getting tools out.
David said, how many hours do you think you'll have into the build when complete?
Conservatively, like 100. Conservatively, like 100 hours, Dave. Probably more than that, though. You know? Probably more than that. I mean, do you even count, like, shopping and research and finding parts? And I mean, that's technically part of the build too. You know, you can't build it without parts. Let's see, what can we do next here? Let's hang our shock, get that hung, and I got to dig out the bolts for the rear linkage and get that, because the linkage goes on the bottom of the shock before it goes into the swing arm. Actually, we can hang the swing arm right now too. Yeah, we can hang the swing arm right now. Let's get that out of the way. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put my foot pegs on first, guys. I want to be able to strap this down to the lift, because once we start getting uneven, you guys already know what happens. And if this thing gets chipped, I'm gonna be an upset person. I'm gonna be very upset if this thing gets chipped. Because then it's no longer new. It's no longer new at that point.
Mike said get the motor and then build around it.
Motor's not going in yet, Mike. Not worried about that at the moment. I want to get this thing on wheels because that's another problem with doing work in a one-car garage. Everything always has to be mobile at all times. I like to be able to move stuff around. Because any of you guys that follow my channel, you guys know I get sick of working on the same thing for a couple weeks straight, and I'll swap it up a little bit.
Dirty Bob said the powder coat on the frame is gorgeous. David said it adds up quick, you're right. Bruce said motor steadies it. And then David said again, what kind of swing arm? ProTech? Question mark, question mark.
No, that's an OEM 85 350X swing arm that I refurbished and powder coated. Watch the videos I put out last week, man. I put out a video every single day. Every day I uploaded a video. So check it out, man. It was a lot of work for me, and they actually have like no views. They have hardly any views, and I put a lot of work into that shit, man. Put a lot. I mean, granted, my channel's not that big, and I don't really think 350X is a highly searched term, to be honest with you guys. I don't think they are. So, Moto Blast NJ did my zinc coating on certain parts that I couldn't get. I did the brake pedal and the linkage and everything in a black chrome. So this goes on like this. This hugs the bottom of that. And then this section here goes under the frame over here. That's what gives you a little bit of spring, like that. Right there. And then the other part of the linkage, this can only go on one way. I mean, it can go on two ways, but it goes like this with the shallower side out. This goes like that. And then I have the linkage. I even ordered new pins for the linkage and everything. I'm in the middle of taking care of that. So that'll go on. I'm just putting that on for the peg to go on so it looks complete. Yo, Joe, I gotta call you back. All right, bye. Sorry, fellas. That was a person that I'm gonna be buying a Big Red from. So we got a Big Red coming to the channel. All right, foot peg bolts. Foot peg bolts. Where are we at? Right here. There are the two rear bolts. This is why I label and get everything all separated, man. So we got, that's a rear. This is a rear bolt. Yes, all they are different front to rear. Start getting all our empty bags out to the side. You guys like the live streams, man?
Mike said too true to man roller. I don't know if that's what he meant to say, or autocorrect, whatever. Too very true man roller. Going to be a sick build. A lot of money and time going into this.
Yeah. This one is definitely the reason for ramen noodle dinners a couple times. I'll tell you that. Definitely the reason. These foot pegs here, these are from Rob Wicks, guys. Wicked Metal Designs. Great pegs, man, especially on a three-wheeler. You get this extra grip here. These things are nasty for foot pegs. These are some sick foot pegs. Very sharp. I think you could, like, slice a loaf of bread with these. Very, very sharp. I wouldn't want to roll this thing and drag that down your shin, though. I'll tell you that right now. That would not be fun. These bolts are just going in for now, guys, like hand tight, because they will go in with Loctite. I'm just putting these on so I can lock the frame down to the stand. Like I said.
No riding with sneakers with them.
You ride with what?
No riding with sneakers with them.
I have.
You shouldn't.
Yeah, no, I know you shouldn't, but, you know. You get a lot of control with these foot pegs, man. A lot of control, especially on a three-wheeler, where you're always using body English and stuff to ride the bike, and you're really moving your weight around and sliding and everything. Those factory foot pegs they give you with these things that are like this thin, it's like standing on a friggin' dull butter knife, in my opinion. Was never a fan of those, you know. Plus, after a while, they get like bent down, you know what I mean, from being ridden for 40 years. You know, your foot slides off the foot peg, and then it goes down, and the bike's going forward. So when your foot goes down and hits the ground, it goes under the back wheel. Not a good time. Not a good time.
David said, yes, live streams rock. Jeff said, gonna have to pull the right peg to fit the motor in, I believe. RC Bat says, if you have Banshee in the video title, you get crazy views, or top speed on my such and such bike.
Yeah, apparently if you put seller said.
Jeff Mahar said sandals.
Yes, I will leave that to Preston, sir. That's his claim to fame. Starting these things with sandals on. Don't, listen, dare me, bro. I'll come out, I'll start this thing barefoot. How about that?
Dirty Bob said, I have WMD pegs on my 200X. You're right, they're awesome, not to mention costly.
They're not bad, dude. They're like 140 something bucks a set shipped. It's not too bad. Like, if you guys look at the BDT, the billet aluminum pegs that I have on my 330, those things were like $380. Granted, you know, they're billet, but, you know, it's a little pricey for some foot pegs, but they are sick looking. But I didn't want to put aluminum pegs on this. I wanted it to look, you know, a twist of the factory colors, you know. Foot pegs would have been black on this bike, so it's no big deal. You guys anybody's about to say, yo, get out of impact gun? I don't use impact guns, guys. I don't use that during final assembly or pre-assembly or anything. Was never a fan of them. You know, if you really need to save 13 seconds with an impact gun, maybe you should look into doing something else. I don't know. If you ain't got the time.
Jeff Maher said, you will only kick that thing one time barefoot. Better be a one kick start.
Yeah, I know. I know. Please, nobody dare me to do that, all right?
What up, Justin?
Please, nobody dare me.
Justin Carlson said, what's up, bro?
Yo! JC, what up?
David said, will they fit a 400EX?
What? Will the pegs fit a 400EX?
I guess.
No, these will not fit a 400EX, these pegs. A 400EX is a totally different bolt pattern and everything. Wicked Metal Designs probably already has them out. He probably already offers them. Most people do Nerf bars, though. You know.
Jack Weir said, I dare you to kick it barefoot. Ha 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 ha.
PA crew, I knew you'd be the jerk off. I knew you'd be the jerk to say it, bro. I knew it. What up, though? Alright, so now I gotta get this thing strapped down.
Just playing that would suck.
Yeah, no, that would probably not feel too good, man. It would probably not feel too good. Probably would have helped if I cleaned up a little bit more first, huh?
Probably.
Yeah.
Bruce said, I have WMD pegs on my 450 trike.
Okay. Yeah, they're 450 trike. What is it, a TPC or a BBC conversion? 450 trike? TPC or a BBC?
Jack said, only hurt till the pain went away.
Well, yeah, you know, that's you gotta look at the bright side, man. That's being optimistic right there. It only hurt till the pain stopped. That's a good answer. Guys, this shock, man. If any of you guys didn't see the videos, man, this shock was literally a piece of shit. Should have went to the scrapyard. This was day 4 or day 5 video. We took care of this, man. Royal blue powder coat. Everything done right here in the garage. The vapor blasting and everything. I even recoiled a new spring on the friggin' resi line. Kind of went ham a little bit on that.
David said, I'm checking him out after your stream, and Bruce said TPC.
Checking who out? Who's doing what?
Oh, David said, I'm checking him out after your stream, and then Bruce said TPC.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, come on. Powder coat, man. Nice and tight in there, huh? Damn. Alright. Get lined up here a little bit. Bear with me, fellas. I'm not a magician. Alright. Yeah. This is what I love, man. This shit. all starts to come together quite quickly. All right, now get our. Yes, I even redid the clamps. Those are all redone with new hardware. Even sat here and polished the rubbers that go to them. So with this gusset kit, it's gonna make it a little tough to run the rear mount. All right, gonna have to run them separate in a different location here, I guess. It is what it is, though. I'll still run both. Get it like that, and we'll get it like that. We'll go as separate as we can here. That'll work. Yep, that'll work. All right, let me grab a, what's that, 8mm?
Justin said heading to change my head gasket as we speak.
Nice, dude. Nice. Get that thing back out on the trail, bro. Your stuff will be to you very soon. That was a little bit of work too, getting that thing clean. Where's my friggin' 8mm? All right. Oh, there it is. Nice. All right. What do we do with that? Bear with me, guys. If you guys don't have the time, that's fine. You can come back. Probably do the live for a little while. Not too long. I just wanted to start some of this with you guys. And then, you know, I'll film some of it too. This is what, just some of the stuff that sucks about being on a time crunch, man. You know?
Bruce said, gussets on the 350X make the rear master terrible to mount. Hopefully mocked it up, haha.
I cut that rear bracket off, and I have a very, 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 very slick idea with that. Who said that?
Bruce.
Yeah, I'll show you my little idea I have with that, bud. I think it's gonna be pretty sick. I got the ESR rear reservoir mount for a TRX 250R, and I know the TRX is a square frame. There's just enough room in the clamp that comes with the ESR resi mount to make it fit the round tube frame. So that's gonna be my plan with that. That'll be the plan there. It'll come out clean. If not, I have a plan B as well. And you know, the ESR clamp, I only paid $50 for it brand new, so if it doesn't work out, it'll still be usable for a TRX 250R. Like, I'm not gonna, you know, deface the part or anything. So it's not like it's a rare part or anything anyway. Damn, this bike is gonna be so sick.
Mm-hmm.
This bike is gonna be sick. This bike's gonna be sick, man. How many people we got?
12 and only 5 likes.
What?
Yep.
12 people and 5 likes.
Guys are slacking.
Jesus. Where's my moderator? Where's my moderator, John? People in there hitting them like buttons, fellas. It's only $100 when you hit it. Instantly comes out of your bank account, right into mine. It's free, actually.
Justin said, I'm super excited about the suspension mat. Everyone in the chat, remember, give Garage MC a thumbs up. Yep. Better do it.
Yeah, better.
7 likes.
Emily's going to get mad. Emily's going to get mad when everybody hits the like buttons. She's going to stop filming. She's going to stop filming. And then I'll have to hear about it all night long, guys. So please, hit the damn like button. It'll make my life any harder than it already is.
Oh, stop.
I'm a little upset that I couldn't run these clamps in the factory location, but it's not bad. It's okay.
David said, don't forget to like and subscribe. And Kayshawn Wallace said, what did you do to the suspension?
The front forks, there's one of them. The front forks were completely disassembled. They were completely disassembled. I sandblasted and powder coated the lower fork tubes, a polished aluminum powder coat, new fork seals, and brand new OEM boots. And Even the clamps that hold the boot on there, those are used ones. I have brand new ones ready to go. So that's all rebuilt. And the rear shock was just, the rear shock is actually in very nice shape. The bump stop doesn't even have any like dry rot how they get or anything like that. I disassembled the shock, vapor blasted everything. I recoated these lock rings, and I sandblasted and powder coated the spring royal blue. So, you know, nice clean look. In my opinion, a nice clean look. So, what kind of three-wheelers do you guys have, if any? Start dropping it in the comments, man. What do you got?
Armando Cordova said, I'd love to show you my 85 ATC CR500 swap. Came out awesome, like it was made by Honda.
I don't want to see that. I want to ride it.
David said, thanks, Dirtbot. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dirty Bob said, well, I reckon I just gave you $100, dude.
You what?
Dirty Bob said, well, I reckon I just gave you $100, dude.
All right, my Cash App is down. Thank you for hitting the like button. Appreciate that. Yeah, no, it's free. I'm busting balls.
And Kayshawn Wallace said, nice. Did you touch the shim stack at all?
In the shock? No. This shock was it was in really good working order, so it really didn't require a complete tear down and rebuild. I basically cleaned it up probably times 10. You know what I mean? So
then he said, I'm literally building an 85 ATC 250R.
Do you need any parts for that?
And Jeff said, a little bit of all of them, missing the 250R slot though. Thumbs down.
Missing the what?
The 250R slot though. Thumbs down.
What do you mean slot?
Thumbs
down.
Look. Here, you want to read this one?
No, it's all right. We'll keep pushing here.
I'm trying not to step on all your stuff as I'm backing up, so
yes,
sorry for the...
Do not step on
well, that's why the camera keeps going all wonky.
Alright, well,
like not facing you for a second.
Right. We got more parts. Where the hell are they? Ah, here we go. The rear taillight bushings. These go back here. These are reproductions. They don't, can't really get these anymore. I got these in clear because they're going to pretty much have like a red tint to them once the frame and the taillight bracket is on there. These, you can't get these anymore, man. I got these on eBay though. Somebody remakes these. I also got the front chain slide in clear as well to match this little stuff. These are never ever fun to get in here. These are never fun to get in here. There's one.
David said, can't balance on 3, so I just ride them on 4 wheels. And then Jeff Mahar said, the machines I have like 30 trikes. And Justin said, ha ha ha, lol.
Justin, just take one front wheel off and ride it. You got a 3-wheeler, bro.
And the frame looks sick, also from Justin.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, this bike's been stressing me out, man. You know? It's like, I feel like every time I do a build, I gotta top the last one, and the last one was the 330R. Kind of hard to beat that. You know? So we just gotta go over the top with quality, I guess, on this one. Now I really don't know what I'm gonna do for the next one. But I give you guys a little hint of what the next build is gonna be. I'll give you guys a little hint. So, this is the steering stem for the next build. That was done today. The frame is going Illusion Smurf. Illusion Smurf is what the frame is going to be. And it's a, matter of fact, John, it's the frame that I got from you. It's a 92 Suzuki LT250R chassis. 92. This thing's already looking like something, man. It's already looking like something here. It's already looking like something. How many people we got?
21.
21?
9 likes.
21 people and 9 likes. Come on, fellas. Come on,
Sean said, TRX. Dirty Bob said, well, all I have is my 85 200X, but I believe I've emailed pics of it to you, but about the 250R. He said, well, all I have is my 85 200X, but I believe...
I seen it. I seen it. It's a clean bike, dude.
Yeah, he said he emailed pics to you.
Yes, I seen that. I like it with the, you had an 86 250R headlight on it? Or 85 250R headlight? I want to say it was an 86 headlight bezel. Alright, so there's our open bags. Alright, let's see here. This is everything for the oil cooler.
Mike said, LT build, need parts, I got some rare parts.
Yes, I know you do, Mike. I know. You are in my mental Rolodex, sir.
Okay, Sean said I have a cal fab for LT.
A what?
Cal fab.
Swing arm? Cal fab swing arm? Is that what he's talking about?
I don't know. He didn't say yet. He'll answer.
Tell him to hurry up and type it.
Hurry up and type it, K-Sean.
Alright, where is my...
I hope I'm saying that right.
My little spacer here. Where are we at?
Said, yep.
Okay. Well, I am... What year LT is it for, though? Because they are different. I'm sure you probably know that, though. They are different. Where is my little seat latch spacer? Bear with me, guys. There was no planning behind this. I didn't even think I was getting this frame back till Monday, the way it was sounding.
Dirty Bob said 85 250R headlight. I appreciate the good comments about it.
Yeah, no, it was clean. I like it. It was clean. I like it. Oil line. Oh, I know where they are. I know where they go. Alright, front brake and axle. I got new ones for that. Swing arm. I got all new for that. Seat latch, here we go. New one or this one right here is fine. Alright. Alrighty, so the seat latch. This goes through this little bracket right here. The spring goes on this little hook right here. Goes through that. And then there is a little spacer, this little thing right here. Sorry, I'm not trying to flip you guys off. That goes inside the seat latch like that. And then a brand new OEM, of course, Honda bolt. Come on. There we go. Ratchet is a 10 millimeter. That little spacer is important in there, man, because that's what spaces it off so you can maneuver the seat latch. Made that a little too tight. There we go. There's that part. Alright, let's see here. What else can we do real quick? I have to bang out the old bearing races. I left those in there so it didn't get powder in there. I'm not going to do the front end or anything on video. So we're going to get it to a little bit further than this. I want to get a couple more parts on. And then we can end the video and I will start making the video getting this thing into a roller. So you guys are getting to see all the first steps with this, man, since, you know, if you guys didn't go see the video with Day thing, man, go check that out, please. That was a lot of work, man. That was a lot of work. One, the work itself to the bike. Two, the filming and editing every day, all day. It was just... It was a task. It was a little bit of a task. But it's alright. It's alright because I do this shit to my damn self.
Justin said, alright, y'all, gonna step out and start filming the head gasket replacement. I went with the Tusk
No,
kit.
you stay right here, Justin.
FYI, later, y'all. Later, Justin.
Later, bro.
To be continued.
Yeah, that's Justin's catchphrase on his channel. If you guys haven't checked out Justin Carl Films on YouTube. Go over there, man. Give him a like. Give him a like. Just another guy just like us out there working on his shit, you know? Let's see here. I need a replacement bolt for this. So, let's see what we got here. What do we have here? We have not much for options.
Jack said, I'm going to get off here. Keep the build up. Can't wait to see it done later, guys.
Later, bro. Later. There we go. Brand new. I'll have to take this back off and refinish this little bracket here. But, actually, no, I don't. I have another one. But I will put this on for now. It's alright. A couple of these little things, obviously, like the foot pegs and stuff, they're going to have to come back off eventually. You know.
You're welcome, Justin. Said to be continued.
Right. This little wire holder goes up here. Alright, that goes right there like that, right there. Let's see here. I guess we could throw the swing arm in. I guess so. Yeah. Alright. Let me take this off. Take the brakes off. Take our new 300EX brake rotor and rotor hub off, since we went to the 300EX axle conversion. All these bolts are new, guys. Well, these are re-zinced. These are re-zinced. This is a brand new OEM lock bolt. Brand new rubbers in there. This I didn't even need to refinish. That's how clean this brake stay was. That's still the factory zinc coating on there. I got a reproduction 3D printed chain slide. We got all brand new pivot bearings in here. Brand new OEM bolts even for the chain slide. I even got the OEM bolt for the brake clamp. Kind of, you guys know what it is, man. Just kind of went a little overboard on this thing with OEM stuff. So, Rocky Mountain's fiscal year is going to be great this year. You know? Spent a lot of money there. Spent a lot of money there to pass. Shit, I guess I really just started getting this thing going on the 11th of this month, man. It's just been disassembled, sitting here. Nothing was really done. Nothing was really done. Alright, and where's our pivot bolt? So, I know you can get a brand new pivot bolt custom made by ATD ATC. ATD stands for Attention to Detail. Cool company to deal with, but I wanted to run the OEM. So this is Honda zinc right here, brand new, the pivot bolt nut, and this is James over at Moto Blast zinc coating. So I mean, you know, come on now. All right, so what do I want to do here? Do I even want to put this in right now? I think I'm going to wait on putting this in. Let me see the camera, Em. So, guys, let me know what y'all think, man. I'm going to start filming the first video of getting this into a roller. And I'm going to leave the live stream where we're at right now, man. What do you guys think, man? You guys excited for this? And who's going to Preston's event? Who's going to be excited to see this in person? Yeah, I'll reread them.
I know. All right.
Worth P71. I hope you finish this one. Yes, absolutely. This one is getting finished, bro. And if you're talking about the 465EX, I know what you're saying. I get it. You got to understand, though. That bike was like, I lost interest in that bike. You know what I mean? I lost interest in the 465, but it's still here. It's still here. Didn't go anywhere. I sold a couple parts off of it, but the few things that I kind of wasn't digging in the first place. So, you know, that's what happened. But I see a bunch of people dropped off, but that's all right. So anyway, thank you guys for chilling in the live, man. I'm going to get down to business here without the camera on, and, well, other than filming, putting it in the roller. And I'll see you guys in the garage next time, man. Thanks for coming and checking it out. Peace!